Welcome all. Greetings. It's very nice to see all of you all. I saw the number that has already come into our program. Warmest welcome to all to Mind to Meditation presented by Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Today is day 10, week 2, and the topic is broadly living in balance. So I'll take you through in a short while, but allow me to introduce my partner and host, Renu, who's sitting there. Say hi, Renu.
Hi, everybody.
Yes,
How's
both of us will be hosting this today. So we are the voice behind the big team that is helping us with this program. And just a short reminder for you to help us to stay in touch with you, please provide your email addresses in the chat box in the Zoom. All right. It's going to be an exciting evening today because we have some nice surprises for you. And we have with us the two facilitators who are making a reappearance. Yesterday, Somia was here and she taught you about the Muladhara Chakra and how to sit on the ground and balance yourself. So she's here. Say hi.
Hi,
Somia.
everyone. Hi, Morgan. Thank you
Yes,
so
hi.
much.
We are so glad to have you. And we also have Maheshwari. She was here last week and she's back again to share experiences. Yes, Mahesh, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, hello everyone. Nice to be back. Looking forward to a beautiful session with all of you again.
Excellent. Actually, we are all looking forward. I am told the program today is going to be extremely exciting. So everyone should be enjoying this evening. But before we go into further details on what we have in store for you, we would like you to meet one of the practitioners. I'm not going to introduce, I would like her to introduce herself soon. So can we have our guest, who is a mystery guest, tech team?
Hi everyone.
Greetings from Malaysia. My name is Sean and this is my mom.
Yeah, I'm May. We are here to share with you our thoughts on Sahaja Yoga. Now, this year is my 30th year practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation. Back then, I remembered when my friend introduced me Sahaja Yoga, I was skeptical. And he said to me, May, look here, you've got nothing to lose. Why not just give it a try? And if you do discover some goodness out of it, then you thank God that you took up the opportunity. Yeah, and until today, I'm still practicing Sahaja Yoga and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So for my story, I was born in Sahaja Yoga, still in Sahaja Yoga, and I'm turning 23 this year, so that would be technically 23 years
Right.
of Sahaja Yoga. And I think as a up-and-coming young adult, we face certain issues and challenges. And I think that when I've overcome certain challenges throughout my life so far, I don't think that it's only just about luck or how I've done it myself. I think that these could be considered as miracles that I've experienced through Sahaja Yoga with the help of Sahaja Yoga.
Right.
And I think that everybody has their own journey. So I think that you too, if you have certain challenges and when you overcome them, you will be able to face them head on with Sahaja Yoga.
In calmness, in
Yeah.
peace, in mind. Yeah, so do follow up with all these programs that is being conducted and you will discover your own journey. Right. Enjoy.
Thank you, May and Sean. Just for the viewers and the rest of you, Sean, when I first came into meditation and joined the group, I actually saw Sean as a baby and I had carried him. Yes, and he used to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Morgan. I actually saw Sean when May was actually pregnant.
Okay, you beat me to it.
Yes, because it was a very interesting story. I actually was on my university break, and May and Stephen offered me a temporary position at their office, and they were the kindest bosses that I've ever worked with. You know, that I understood that being in the Sahaj family, you are just people just embrace you with so
Yeah.
much of love. So
Yeah.
that I really needed during that time. And May was actually pregnant with Sean. So that was 3 years ago, and he's now a young, handsome lad. So it's nice to see.
Yeah, it's very nice to see both of them. Yes. And how old is Sean now?
23, he said just now, he's 23.
I knew it was 23 years. Okay. That was a nice sharing experience. Okay, folks, what are you going to be doing today? As I said earlier, today is day 10, and it's very nice to see that you are still with us. And what you deserve to do is you need to give yourself a little tap on your shoulder for hanging in there and staying with us. So stay with us till the 24th, because that's a long journey. You've got 14 days more, if I'm not mistaken.
Great
Okay.
milestone, great milestone. Good job.
Correct. And we are all here. The whole team is here to cheer you on, and we want to be with you on this journey. This is a good journey of discovery, and you're going to find a lot of valuable experiences for yourself. So stay with us. So today you will be learning about the second energy center, which is known as the Swadhisthana chakra. All right. And we also have a very special surprise for you later, where you will be learning how to meditate using music. Right? Yesterday there was a question on music being disturbing and all that. Let me tell you that you are going to change your opinion after listening to this music. Now, whatever you have learned yesterday was on the first chakra, known as the Muladhara, where they told you about the imbalances and the problems, where it is situated, and what are the qualities of the Muladhara chakra. And if you want to balance and correct it, that you have to sit on Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the very, very valuable thing. Sit on Mother Earth with both your hands, and you can actually de-stress yourself and detoxify, do all that which our Somya had taught you that. So continuing on that journey today, you will be learning more about Muladhara and the Swadhisthana chakra. So without any further ado, may I now pass the baton to Somya. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Now, before we start the session and before we learn more about the Swadhisthana chakra and take also a slight recap on the Muladhara chakra, let us all start or begin this session by first taking a bandhan. Bandhan is very, very simple. As you have seen in the past few days, your left hand remains stationary and moves from the bottom to the top, and your right hand rotates around it. So you do it all the way from the bottom to the top and then tie 1 knot. The second time, 2 knots. Third time, 3 knots. And then you move your right hand like a rainbow while your left hand remains on your palm, flat, palm facing up 7 times. So let's do the bandhan. The first knot. Bring your left hand down. Rotate your right hand around it while lifting your left hand all the way on the top. Bring it to the top of your head. Now we tie 2 knots. Repeat the same process. Left hand rising up, stationary, and right hand rotating around it. Bring it on the top of your head, and this time 3 knots. Now bring both your hands down back to your lap. Left hand will remain palm up, and right hand will move all the way above your head. Bring it all the way around your right side, and then bring it back. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now bring both your hands back, palm facing upwards. You can choose to close your eyes or open your eyes. And let's first clear our left hand side. To clear our left hand side, we keep our left palm facing up on our lap and right hand on the ground. Every time you do this exercise, always earnestly from your heart, request Mother Earth to suck away all the negativities or remove away all your imbalances from the left hand side. Now slowly bring back your right hand onto your lap, palm facing upwards. Now we will clear the right hand side. For that, we will lift our left hand facing upward towards the ether. And we will request the ether element to remove away all our imbalances or negativities from the right hand side. Now slowly bring back your right hand onto your lap. Again, both hands palm facing upward. You can choose to keep your eyes open or closed. And now let us just meditate in the sense, let us try and see if we can get to a thoughtless state. That means if there are any thoughts coming in your head, just brush it aside. We can also say, I forgive this thought, I forgive this thought, I forgive this thought. Start paying attention to your heart and the way you are breathing. Slowly, every time you're breathing in and breathing out, in your minds, just say, Mother Energy, please come in my heart. Now slowly, as you continue breathing, see if you can raise your attention slowly from your heart to the top of your head, also known as talu or the soft bone, which is the crown of your head on the top. Slowly bring your attention up, let it cross your forehead and go, and keep your attention on the top of your head. But as a baby, you had a soft bone. Now keep your left hand keep it the same way on your lap, and bring your right hand around 4 to 5 inches above your head. Just move it up and down ever so slightly to just feel very quietly if you can feel any sensation, anything at all. Now bring your right hand back onto your lap and repeat the same exercise with your left hand. Slowly raise your left hand around 4 inches above your head. Move it a little bit in the front and a little bit in the back. More importantly, try and see if you can feel anything on your hand or anything on your head or anywhere else on the body. Bring back your left hand onto your lap. Now continue keeping your attention on the top of your head and try and feel if you can feel anything on your hands, on your head. Now slowly open your eyes. And if you have your eyes open, then you can relax now. Now we will look at the Muladhara chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra. In the meanwhile, if anybody wants to share anything on what they felt, please feel free to put it down in the chat box and we will take it all up as and when we are going through the session. So this is just a little bit of a recap as to what we did yesterday. We spoke about the first energy center, also known as the Muladhara chakra. What is important about the Muladhara chakra is it is the first energy center. It is also responsible or known as the pelvic plexus. In our hands, in our feet, it is there in the palm, the wrist area. That is the place where this chakra is also situated. And on the leg, it is there where the heel is. If when we look at the qualities of these chakra, it essentially is for innocence and wisdom. The other important quality or imbalances that can happen if we overwork or excessively use this chakra is that you can get you may not be that innocent, wise, or you may have different kind of imbalances that are related to the organs that are responsible by this chakra. Now, let's look at the second chakra. So here you see the subtle system that is there in this figure. We first did the Muladhara chakra, which is red in color. Above that, you see a triangular bone. And that triangular bone, you can see a 3.5 coil. That is the mother energy that we have been speaking to, we have been calling, and we have been requesting to rise up our Kundalini. So the Kundalini is dormant in that triangular bone between the first and the second chakra. Today we will learn about the second chakra, which is indicated in yellow color. It is responsible for creativity. And you can see that the Kundalini, after it starts rising, it rises all the way up, like the laser is pointing out, and goes towards the right-hand side and comes out. So you can see that this chakra is more skewed towards the right. And that's also because this chakra is responsible for all our activity. When we say creativity, it means that we are doing something, we are creating something. Therefore, it belongs to the right channel, like you can see there in the yellow. Let's look at the next slide. So remember, the second energy center is known as the Swadhisthana chakra. If you're finding it difficult to remember the names, think of it in the mnemonics of its colors. So the first color, the Muladhara chakra, was red or crimson red. The second one, the Swadhisthana chakra, is yellow in color. Even if you can remember the colors of the chakra, you will get by. Okay, so let's learn a little bit more about the Swadhisthana chakra. Like you can see on the hands, both in the figure as well as in the hands, it shows it's in the thumbs. So any tingling sensation or any pricking sensation or anything that you feel in the thumbs all correspond to this particular chakra. And that is how you identify that you perhaps have some imbalances or need to pay a little bit more attention to this specific chakra. In the feet, it is situated in the second finger after the toe. So again, the same principle here is where you can actually feel this particular chakra. So the nervous system actually ends in these chakras, and that is why it kind of sends the message to your brain that it needs a little bit more attention. This is the aortic plexus, and it is in the lower part of the abdomen. Now let's look at some more information about the Swadhisthana chakra. The element, remember the Muladhara, the element was earth, and that is why we did the exercise for the earth. For the Swadhisthana chakra, the element is fire. And that said, when you are trying to clear the Swadhisthana chakra, it is fire element that essentially clears it. But there is a little bit of difference that we will look at when we go into the slides further on. Next slide, please. If you look at the physiological functions of this particular chakra, you will find that it is an extremely responsible chakra. And I say so because it is responsible for the liver, for the pancreas, and some part of the intestine. The most important part or the physiological function of the Swadhisthana chakra is to break your fat particles in your abdomen and replace it with brain's gray and white matter. So next time you're being very intelligent or you have a response that is very intelligent and or creative, you know that which chakra has actually been responsible in providing you that information. Additionally, it also plays a very small role in expelling toxins and impurities from your system. The next slide. The essential qualities that you will acquire if you pay attention and nourish your Swadhisthana chakra are: one, your attention becomes much, much better. Your creativity and dynamism also becomes better. And of course, you gain a lot of pure knowledge. Now, if you remember yesterday when we listened to little Meera talk about how she was finding it very difficult in her studies and she had to keep an ice pack and or she was having a lot of trouble with her thoughts, this is the specific chakra that really addresses those kind of issues. So if you're having problems in focusing on something, if you're having problem in paying attention or creatively doing something, then this is the chakra that you would want to nourish the most. Next slide, please. Now, there are problems and causes of imbalance in this particular chakra. It's very simple that, like any other chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra also, if it is overworked, then can cause problems or imbalances. As you know that the Swadhisthana chakra is responsible for so many different functions. So what happens is when we overwork the Swadhisthana chakra, it is not able to, or in fact, it tends to neglect the other organs that it is responsible for, because there is one specific organ that is taking away all its attention. So if you look at the kind of problems that happens with the Swadhisthana chakra, you essentially have liver problems, or you have a tendency to get angry very, very quickly, or lack of attention. Some of the imbalances that happen because of this chakra is that you tend to do too much thinking, you have a tendency to go towards alcohol or drugs, and or are attracted towards false knowledge and practices. Let's look at the next slide, please. Now that we've understood what the chakra is all about, also understood as to what are the imbalances that can be caused because of overworking this chakra, let's look at how to improve it. The simplest way to improve it is, of course, meditation, and that goes for all the specific chakras. However, if you are having, let's say, a lot of heat on your right hand side or a lot of pricking sensation on your right thumb, then you know that the right hand side is affected, and therefore you would try and do something like an ice pack for the right side of the liver. Similarly, if you are having a pricking sensation or or some other sensations on the left or thumb, which is corresponding to your Swadhisthana chakra, then you would go ahead and do some candling treatment. Foot soak, like we've been saying all through these sessions, is important and must be done every day at least once. For the Swadhisthana chakra, it is important that you enjoy your present and avoid overthinking. And of course, refrain from false practices. A balanced Swadhisthana chakra will not only just nourish you, it will sustain your attention, make you very, very creatively, look at different kind of solutions and solve different problems. But most importantly, it will help you achieve thoughtlessness. Next slide. Now, after we've understood what the Swadhisthana chakra is all about, let's listen to a short speech by the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji, on Swadhisthana chakra.
Sorry for interrupting. Tech team, we do not hear any sound. Can you just check?
The work of the Swadhisthana chakra, according to Sahaja Yoga, which has worked, of course, wonders with this theory, that it gives energy for the replacement of the brain cells. Because we never think about it. We are using the brain all the time. We don't think how it is replaced. Even in the medical science, they don't think about it. So one of the works it has got. It moves here. And also it has to look after your liver. It has to look after your pancreas. It has to look after spleen. It has to look after your kidneys. It has to also look after the lower part of your large intestines. All right? Now, but all the time a person is thinking. These days everybody thinks too much and very futuristic. As a result, it cannot pay attention to all other things. So what happens? The first thing is affected is the liver. Now liver gets all the heat from the whole body and eliminates it. It's poison from the body, you can say, eliminates it into the blood circulation. It goes into the blood. Now when, you see, liver is not attended to or doesn't get sufficient energy, it starts working very hard. So it becomes overactive liver and this heat cannot be removed. So the heat starts rising upward and downwards. As a result, your the lungs are made of, as you know, they are made like a sponge. So it becomes coagulated and you develop asthma. We cure asthma through liver, curable. Then it descends down. When it descends down, it affects your kidneys. By that you get high blood pressure. Also, the another thing you get is constipation. Then your pancreas is neglected. When pancreas is neglected, you get diabetes. Only the people who are thinking, sitting, planning for future get diabetes, never a villager. In India, if I go to a village, they'll say you have to put sugar as much that the spoon must stand at right angles. They take so much sugar. Nobody gets diabetes because they earn in the morning, nicely go home and sleep off. Here we think and think and think of the future. So the neglect of the pancreas gives you diabetes. Now we have many people who have cured of diabetes also. Then the third one is the worst, is the spleen. That the spleen is like a, we say rhythm, gives the rhythm. It's a speedometer in us. And supposing you are eating the food and suddenly you have to run, then you get a pain because it has to produce red blood corpuscles. But if you are always in an emergency in modern times as you are, first of all you read the newspaper, you are under shock. Because newspaper must shock you. So then another shock, then another shock. Then in the traffic you get a shock. So this poor spleen doesn't know how to behave in this crazy world. And it becomes very crazy and vulnerable. And with the slightest shock, it can get blood cancer. I must tell you that we have cured really blood cancer patients. Absolutely cured, completely cured, without any medicine or anything. Absolutely cured. We have certificates and everything about them. And surprisingly, all of them were architects. This is one. Then another thing, as I told you, it affects the kidneys and it affects also the lower intestines. So only one center, if you use it too much for one purpose, can give you all these troubles. And ultimately the heat might rise to your heart and you might have a massive heart attack. Especially if young people, if they are drinking too much, if they are playing tennis or of a very, any game which is like football or tennis, drinking too much and thinking too much, they might get a massive heart attack. And die very young, at a very young age, and it's absolutely fatal. If you get this attack at a young age, it's fatal. You cannot save them. The other way around, if you have inactive organs also, you can have inactive Also due to that also you get troubles. So when you treat somebody on its roots, it's very easy to solve the problem. See, supposing you have to treat a tree and you start treating all the leaves, it's very difficult. But if you can go to the roots, it's so easy, simple.
You're muted, Mahesh.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Today we are going to speak on a very important topic, very close to our heart, which is music. Music, as they say, it's divine. It can help you to elevate you to a different level when you're connected with the divine music. As we all know that music has 7 notes in the Indian classical music as well as in the Western classical music. We have 7 notes. So it is related to our chakras. We have learned from Sahaja Yoga meditation that every chakra has got certain note that correlates to the specific chakra. So as you enjoy the music, you get connected easily because music calms you down and helps you to be in meditative and in thoughtless state. So we have a very special guest today. He's a very renowned musician. Just like to introduce him, Bagus Santoso. He's a very renowned musician, pianist. He's also versatile in different aspects. He plays the harmonium too and a vocalist. Born in Indonesia, currently he's a professor in Tokyo in computer science. So he's got plenty to share with us. He has been performing in so many countries, even during this lockdown and all this from since 2020. He has been playing online for so many countries in Europe, in India and China, including Malaysia and many other countries. So without much ado, let's welcome a great pianist, very popular among Sahaja Yogis around the world. Let's listen to his joyful music. Over to you, Bagus. So let's enjoy the music and be in meditation. Either you can open your eyes or you can close your eyes and try to feel the connection of music with yourself. You can just keep your attention on Sahasrara, just keep a gentle massage so that you can remain in meditation for some time as he plays his wonderful music. Let's close our eyes if you're comfortable. Otherwise, you can open your eyes and please keep your hands with your palms upright. Open it up and try to feel the connection. Thank you so much for the blissful music, Bagus. There is so many things that we like to say about you, so many accolades you have won, but your music speaks it all, you know. So we can now keep our attention, just try to raise your attention a few inches above your Sahasrara. And let's all feel whether you feel calm, composed, with this blissful music, very soothing to your spirit. You can alternate your hand and do the same exercise. Try to observe your hands, your fingertips on top of your fontainal bone area, your soft spot, the limbic area. Later, during the Q&A, you can ask us if there's anything that you need to ask. So for now, just enjoy for another minute before we pass on to the host. The creativity of music and all comes from the Swadhisthana chakra. So we can see how creative Brother Bagus has Sahaja Yoga meditation in 2004. So as a reminder to all of you, we hope that you are practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation every day, morning and evening. And also you should be doing a foot soak and also the balancing techniques, the right side and left side, candling and ice pack, sitting on Mother Earth. These are some of the techniques that you should try to use it during your daily meditation. And foot soak, please do not forget. Back to you, Morgan and Renu.
Thank you so much, Mahesh.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Mr. Bagus. That was a lovely rendition of so many beautiful pieces on the piano.
I really would like to thank Soumya for this most amazing knowledge that was shared with us today.
Yes, she was so thorough and detailed.
Yes, and what I like to say here is we are so gifted to be receiving this knowledge because it's like Morse code. It's like decoding, because you can feel, your fingers will speak to you. And you have just opened our ears and eyes to how to decode and associate it with the internal energy centers that's sending you the messages. I think that's so amazing, really amazing. And the music was absolutely wonderful.
I
Thank
felt
you.
so much emotions, and most of the time I felt that I did not have any thoughts at all.
Correct. Exactly what I wanted to say. It was the most thoughtless. That is why I couldn't even come out of it. It was thoughtless, complete thoughtless, being in present.
This was what music does to you. So when you have, now that you have developed this sense of awareness that you have this subtle system within you, and this inner energy within you nourishes you in so many ways, and a lot of emotions come up. You feel very secure, you feel very at peace, you feel joyful, and you feel that you have a lot of love to share and give. So if you don't express it in any way, this bubble is going to burst.
Yes.
So at times I feel like that. So how to express it is in so many ways. You can be kinder to people. You can make people feel very comfortable. You can cook for people. That involves a lot of creativity. You can share a very nice greeting to your colleague in the morning or co-workers, and what else can you do to share the kindness around or the love that you feel around? And music is one of the ways that penetrates into the hearts of many. It speaks the language that is
Universal language, music.
You said it right. Universal language. That's
Correct.
right. And art, or all the things that's related, dance, all that just expresses so much of emotions that you have within us all. So this is a great way. Creativity is like a boon that was given to us. So that's really beautiful. All right, moving along.
Yeah, Reina, I think Soumya was asking in the chat group, they can even talk about the experience. Maybe now would be the best time if you can get them to talk about the experience. They can put up their hands or whatever.
Oh yeah, sure. I was going to share some resources first.
All right, go ahead.
Tech team, are you ready to? Yeah. So very quickly, by now you would have learned this by heart. Our website is on www.freemeditation.com.au/April 2022. So here you can find all our links that we have on pre-recorded programs that you have missed before. You will be able to retrieve it there, and other links that may be useful for you. Kindly just check them out. Look at the website. Get all the details that you need. There's even a section on resources where you can look up, where you can see a lot of sort of little informations on how to meditate at home and how to do balancing. There are some charts and diagrams for you to see. Yeah, just under see all resources. So here there's a lot of resources that you can look up. There's even on the last tab. Yeah, so this is the resources that I was talking about. If you do not know which hand to put up for balancing, you're still confused, just look it up. Or how do you need to say some affirmations during your meditation at home? You can look this up and follow it. On the last tab, there is a tab for Shri Mataji's photos for meditation. So if you click this, it goes to a variety of photos that you can use if you have set up a meditation corner in your home. So, or if you want to just meditate using your mobile phone, you can just download this picture and have it displayed while you meditate. So why is it so important to use Shri Mataji's photograph? Is because her photograph has got very pure vibrations. So these vibrations sort of mirror to your inner energy. They sort of speak to each other. Pure vibrations. Inner energy within all of us recognizes these pure vibrations and then gets activated and nourishes us in so many ways. So this is how the photograph helps. So there's so many photographs to choose. You can choose the one you like. You can get it framed and put it up on your meditation corner. So this will be very helpful for you to do your cleansing techniques or even meditation. Talking about cleansing, you may not just restrict yourself to be seated in front of the meditation corner. Feel free to head outdoors, go outdoors, sit outdoors, connect with nature, meditate outside. If you have a garden at your place, try foot soaking outside and see how's that different for you. It's an experience. This is a journey of self-discovery. So all this you have to experience on your own. So there's a little bit of, there's a small video that you can also check out to see Shri Mataji explains with her own words why you need to use her photograph in that video. So you can also look at it. So that's about it for the resources. You may find some other resource that may be helpful for you. Okay. All right. Moving along. Yes. For all those who wanted to share their experiences with us today, kindly raise your hand. We will unmute you. You can speak to us about what you felt during the time when Mr. Bagus was playing his piano. Or if you want to talk about something else, go right ahead. We're all here. Anyone? Anything?
There was one question on the chat group. Maybe you can see
Yeah,
that.
there is. During the meditation at the beginning, I felt warmth and briefly cool sensation above my head simultaneously, and then warmth only. What does this mean? Okay, Soumya, if you want to take it.
Yeah. Hi, Sabine. Lovely question here today again. So it does mean that your mother energy has risen. And what is happening right now, the times that you're feeling it is cool, it is when the chakras are getting into balance. And then perhaps when you're feeling again a little warm, there's another chakra that is being, let's say, rectified or getting into balance. So you don't have to worry too much about it as long as you're able to feel your vibrations, or you're able to feel cool or some sensation either on your hands, your feet, or your head. You are good.
Okay, great answer there, Soumya. So there is a Zoe who asked if he or she could get the music recording for use of meditation at home. How about it? Shall we give it to them?
Definitely you
Mahesh.
can get. Definitely you can get. You can go into this YouTube channel and you can get it. Or you can just Google Kipagos's name and you can get so many of his music.
Yeah, there's
He's world renowned, so he's got plenty of videos available. So you can just, there are so many others as well.
Hmm.
All right, there's a question from Padmini who asked, can we meditate and do foot soaking at the same time? Can we meditate and do foot soaking at the same time? Yeah, I suppose so.
You can, but the thing is, when you foot soak, you clear yourself first, and then you are more receptive to the energy. The Mother Kundalini will help you. She's already cleansed you some part of your imbalances because you're foot soaking, getting rid of all your negativities, your imbalances. So you're in a better perspective to meditate and absorb even more after the foot soaking. It's always better to cleanse ourselves and then sit for meditation for 5 minutes. You get extremely, a lot of benefits that you can get.
Okay.
Soumya, would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
perfectly answered. I mean, anyway, it's like they have to perceive it like a bottle. So you take out the bad stuff, clean it up with a foot soak, and then you fill the good stuff inside it.
That's a good analogy. Very good.
Very creative, very creative.
Yeah, very creative. And it's
Today
today
beats
was
Swadhisthana.
Swadhisthana Chakra. Yeah.
Sabine, why don't you speak to us? You got a lot of things to say, a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Come on, speak to us.
And we love hearing from you.
Okay, when you're ready.
I think there's someone asked about how to cleanse your center channel.
Okay.
So it's very easy, you do your left side and right side cleansing, you're already in the center. So it's important to do your grounding. Put your right hand on the Mother Earth, the left hand on the, towards the sky. So automatically you get into balance. So your central channel, you can just raise your energy from this Muladhara chakra, slowly bring it up, very gently, with dignity, because we are asking the mothering energy of the primordial mothering energy. So we have to be very respectful when we ask her to purify us. So just bring it like as if you're bringing a little bit of water, and there's a fountain. Feel the coolness. So you just bring it a few times. Or you can go into every chakra clockwise like this. Every chakra from the Muladhara to the Swadhisthana till the Sahasrara, you can just go clockwise in circular movement. So that because your hands have got power now, the energy, so you can actually give energy to all your centers.
Sabine says she feels shy speaking publicly.
It's when we get to the chakra, which is the Vishuddhi chakra.
Yeah, you will. So you have to stay with us for that energy center.
It's good because she's been following every day.
Great.
And here's Sabin's name every day, so it's good.
That's true. That's true. So I've just shared a link on the chat group, on the chat window. It has resources about meditative music. So feel free to just look it up and download it and use it at home when you meditate.
Okay.
Okay. So anyone else who would like to chat with us? Anything other than this topic that is boggling your mind? Now is the time to speak. Anyone? Anyone else? Maybe Mahesh, would you like to share your musical journey? I know she has a long history of a beautiful journey in music.
We have, every one of us have a history in Sahaja Yoga. So music is
yours is a musical one.
Very passionate. I'm very passionate about music. I enjoy listening to music. Especially after coming to Sahaja Yoga, I understood what classical Indian music is all about and how it correlates with our chakras. Prior to that, I was very ignorant. Just listen for the purpose of listening without understanding the importance of it. But after coming to Sahaja Yoga, the journey with Sahaja Yoga meditation, I understood how each chakra is related to one musical note. Like Muladhara is Sa, Swadhisthana is Re, Nabi is Ga, and Ma, Pa, Da, Ni. So it's similarly in the English Western music, you also have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. So it is correlated. I understood music better after coming to Sahaja Yoga. And it helps you because every chakra has got different frequencies. And every chakra also has different ragas for it. How it helps, it cleanses you, it nourishes you, and it helps you to elevate better with music. It calms you down.
Yes, and on that note, Mahesh, that would be third week when they need to go deeper. Correct. So we will reveal more secrets to them.
Yes.
So let's keep some of it now.
Yeah. Also, I just like to add on, like Swadhisthana, since we are in Swadhisthana chakra, the musical instrument related to Swadhisthana chakra is the veena. So veena is for the Swadhisthana chakra. So every chakra has got different musical instrument as well. So we'll talk about it in more detail in coming days. So for now, we'll just enjoy the music and you probably can just Google and get some music to listen.
Actually, right? This question is actually this topic is actually quite interesting. When you meditate, you can explore a variety of music that you like to listen to. I'm not talking about pop, rock, punk, and all that, but something that is soothing, is melodious.
Spirit.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, the beauty about Sahaja Yoga meditation is that something that is not suitable for you, it just rejects. It doesn't allow you to continue. Like certain music that in the past we may have listened, but it's not soothing to your spirit, so you don't feel comfortable listening to it. So it gives you the privilege to choose what you want to be or want to listen or whatever. So
they will become their own master.
Yes, Guru. I'm waiting for that term.
Yes.
To the Nabi chakra.
Yeah, you'll become your own master. You will decide what's good for you.
It may be good for me, it may not be good for you. So that is also in instances like this. Everybody has got their own journey. Everybody's subtle system is in different, different levels. So it suits accordingly.
Okay. All right.
Shall we wind up the session for today? But before we do that, let's ask if there are still any more questions that anybody would want to talk. Otherwise, we will start a small, very small meditation session, just like how you would start your day with a meditation and end your day with meditation. These sessions are almost like a similar kind of an exercise.
So just a minute, can then Renu, may you do the honor to end the session so that we can end with the meditation.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So there's nothing much on my plate actually. So I was just going to say that tomorrow is going to be another exciting journey because we're going to be talking about the next chakra. So today we learned chakra number 2. Tomorrow we learn chakra number 3, or the energy center number 3. And so in the world of fitness or sports, we actually call this center area or the abdominal area the core muscles. So it really coincides with the principles of Sahaja Yoga, because this core muscle actually is the one that looks after your satisfaction, the amount of peace that you feel, that contentment that you feel within. So if this particular center is out of balance, you will feel very restless. You may not feel at peace. When you meditate, you will not feel at peace with yourself. So how to gain inner peace is to get this center all right, which dictates to a lot of practices that we all do: how we eat, how we sleep, how many hours we get our sleep, what sort of other healthy or unhealthy practices that we may have. So all this goes into the health of this chakra that we will learn tomorrow. Okay, so do tune in again tomorrow. We will look into it. And yeah, Soumya, let's go ahead with the meditation session, and then we will wrap it up for tonight.
Sure. Thank you so much, Renu. So all of us now spread your hands again on your lap, palms facing up. You can choose to close your eyes or keep it open. The idea is that when you keep repeatedly doing this short spells of meditation, your body and you are getting tuned to doing meditation more often. And it becomes easier to get into thoughtless awareness going forward. So just silence your thoughts, silence yourself. Pay attention to your heartbeat. Always call upon Mother Energy, asking the Mother Energy to rise your Kundalini very slowly, and from your heart, bring the attention slowly on the top of your head where your soft bone is.
Now very slowly open your eyes, if you have your eyes closed, and look at the photograph like Renu explained today. Thank you very much. Back to you, Renu.
Can we raise Kundalini and Bandhan,
Yes.
Soumya?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, let us all take our bandhans now. Same exercise as the left hand raising up and the right hand rotating on the left hand. Bring it on the top of your head. Tie one knot. Repeat the same. This time, 2 knots. Repeat the same. This time, 3 knots. Bring down your hands, palms facing upwards, with your right hand creating a rainbow all the way from the left to the right and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just to add on before we sign off, this exercise of raising our Kundalini with our hands, just like what we have just done, is one of the most powerful techniques that Sahaja Yoga has got to offer. So you can do it as many times in a day. It's not just restricted to when you are sitting down for a meditation or ending your meditation. You can do it as soon as you get up in the morning. You can do it as soon as you are about to leave to work. I would do it also when I'm about to exercise. So that my attention is always connected. You see, our attention is not at the point where it's always there. So yes, the inner energy sort of dwindles down. So how to enhance this connection is by just doing this exercise as many times as you want. It creates a very good, powerful connection, and it gives you a good protection as well. So when you're about to leave for work, when you're about to leave your home, take this exercise of raising the Kundalini and placing yourself in a bandhan. Even before you go to bed, you can do it. Before you start your work, you can do it in the office if you are in an enclosed area. Yeah, so if you try to just put in the meditation at any time of the day, it doesn't have to be 5 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. No, maybe if you want to just chill out, like you just want to rest for a while, maybe after a long hard meeting, just sit in front of the computer, display Shri Mataji's photograph, just raise Kundalini Bandhan and just do your balancing and just try to meditate for about 5 minutes. That will also help you along the day. So the more you enjoy this experience of meditation, the more you can take yourself to the state of thoughtlessness, it will be all the more better for you. So just keep on experiencing, keep on to this journey. So and try to just be as like a sponge, just absorb everything that we are all sharing with all of you, and we appreciate that. All right, okay. So good night.
Yes, good night, and thank you everyone, especially Soumya and Mahis for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, Soumya. You are
Thank you,
in
Mr.
tomorrow.
Bagus.
not tomorrow.
Pleasure.
And yes, and special thanks to Bagus.
Focus.
Bye, Renu. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And to the rest of them,
Thank you
good
so much.
night.
Good
Take care.
night.
See you all
See you all
tomorrow.
again.